gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Shondell Wilbur. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to another episode of the Bury the Booking Podcast, Wrestling Podcast. My name is Delv. That is Devin. Devin, how are we this week?
Hanging in there with all this heat.
Yes, it's hot. It sucks. It is not. It's only like June.
Yeah, we still got July, August, possibly September.
Yeah, possibly. It trickles in September, and it's not fun. Like it was hot early in the morning, like early in the morning, like early enough for you to want to try to get some things done, and it's already too hot.
We might get an early winter though.
At this point,
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. At this point, I'm okay with winter in July. Don't they have Christmas in July or something? Isn't that a thing? I think so.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's I don't know.
I don't do Christmas in December.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, so it sucks. It's hot. It's not good. Not fun.
Yeah.
Nothing about it. Which I'll say, this week in wrestling, there's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of things that definitely happened. Couple noteworthy things to talk about, but also some things did suck. Some things weren't good. Some things weren't cool. And let's just jump right into those things. Let's just start from the bottom and work our way up to the top here.
All
and
right.
Unfortunately, working from the bottom up, we gotta have to talk about AEW again. And AEW, listen, Dynamite wasn't a bad show. I didn't hate Dynamite at all. But newsworthy, I should say, from AEW Dynamite this week was that it drew its lowest rating in the history of AEW Dynamite. Just barely getting over 500,000 views.
That's wild.
That's insane. It's absolutely insane. Like, that's a dramatic drop off, like barely touched. I think it's like a 502,000 or something like that. That's not good.
They're doing horrible this year.
Not good. And this is their this is the year they're trying to cement, another TV deal. So this is the worst time to be pulling these numbers.
Not when you pulling, like you said, it was 502,000.
It's not. That's
shit. 502,000 is nothing. Like you ain't doing anything.
That's terrible. Yeah, the worst rating they've gotten since AEW Dynamite's been a thing. And usually we don't talk about ratings. We don't get into any of that stuff. We always talk about what's wrong with AEW, lack of this, lack of that. But I'm guessing, the fact that we're talking about these things, it's at some point it's got to be, it's got to be the connection there. It's got to be translating into what's going on. And you think of, right now, the big pay-per-view event that they're running into or leading into is going to be Forbidden Door. And the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, of course, you bring people in from, New Japan, CMLL, like, different companies, but could it also be one of those things where interest is not getting generated because the wrestling fans don't know of these opponents?
Well, from an outsider looking in, somebody who, I don't know a lot of wrestlers. I know your hitters and stuff like that, but like on Dynamite, you had people who I've never heard. Well, not that I never really heard of. I didn't really see before.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't really. How can I put this? They weren't showing off the talent that they had. Yeah, AEW Dynamite. You got your matches. You got your who do they have on there? You got your MJF came back.
Mm-hmm. Him and Roosh had a great match. I
Yeah, he
really
went against
enjoyed
Roosh.
that. Yeah, I really enjoyed that match, but
But then you got Osprey and Swerve
in the face to face, I
arguing in
mean,
the center of the ring for no apparent reason.
yeah, no one, yeah, I mean, they're trying to get steam under their match that they're having at Forbidden Door, but
It's not there.
it's
It's
not
not
there.
there.
It's not
You
there.
know,
It's been a lot of that lately in AEW, like the stuff, like the angles and storylines and things that they've been trying to build, and it's not there. And right now with Osprey and Swerve, it's like both of them are extremely hot.
mm-hmm.
The crowd loves both of them, but it's like you put them in this matchup at Forbidden Door right now, and one of them, whoever loses the match, and I'm pretty sure that we're not taking the title off of Swerve just yet. Um, Especially like when Osprey, he has the international championship. But I mean, either way, nobody that loses, like, neither one of them should be losing right now.
True.
Neither one of these guys should be losing. Osprey shouldn't be losing. Swerve shouldn't be losing. So it's like, why are we having this match now? What are we
Because
doing?
they feel as though this is going to pull people in to see will Osprey and Swerve Strickland. The thing is, like when Swerve was going after Hangman, I was invested.
Mm-hmm.
Now Swerve isn't going after anybody; he's just out there defending. I'm not that invested.
That's fair. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, not him. And same thing we talked last week about Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
The chase is and the chase is always more interesting, and you're always more invested in trying to see the journey of the person get there rather than them getting there and them being that person.
Now,
But
like even on Dynamite, like when you had Orange Cassidy, Martin, Kyle O'Reilly, Briscoe going against Strong and Kyle Fletcher and all of them.
it was a good match.
Great match.
Yes, I
It was
really enjoyed the
even good
match.
before.
Yeah,
When Briscoe was, I like Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe. Yeah, Mark
Mark
Briscoe's
was
awesome.
hilarious. Like when he's spewing off a bunch of rhetoric, and then what's the bull who walked by? I can't remember the guy's name, but it was a nice little joke.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Why am I drawing a blank? But I do know. Yeah, the
Yeah,
backstage segment. Yeah.
and even in the ring, no, I'm not a freshly squeezed fan, but seeing a nonchalant, chill Orange Cassidy, it was funny. Like it
Yeah.
felt more like this AEW Dynamite felt more of jokes than anything else. Like they were trying to have some form of entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
even when the Acclaim came out and they
Oh, with
cut their
Okada,
mics.
yeah, yeah. When
Like
Okada cut the mic, yeah.
that was funny.
Right.
It wasn't laughing out loud, but you bust your gut. But I'm like, all right, I can see you trying to do something, but that still kills it when some of your matches are.
You know,
Uh,
right, yeah. You're featuring people, like, not taking anything away from those eight participants on the show, but in that match, it was a really, really good match.
mhm.
But you got Dante Martin. You got, you know what I mean? It's like, and we know them, but it's like all this time that you're giving to them, and we only have like Swerve and Osprey in this little,
Yeah, and then
like,
you
these are your
put
stars.
it had Garcia against somebody by the name of Titus.
Oh, Rhett Titus, yeah, Rhett Titus from Ring of Honor fame. I'm familiar with Rhett Titus,
Yeah, I
but
ain't know who that was.
exactly, you're not familiar with Rhett Titus, like,
No,
so
not at all.
yeah,
And it kept, and that same trend it trickled into Collision.
yeah, like it was a lot of just people having matches against other people, like you have your
Like
stars having matches against people, and it's one of those things like, okay, you want to give people wins, So, you put them in, you book them in these matches, I guess show whatever, but at the same time, you're not giving any momentum to people. And I think it also, even goes back to the thing we talk about all the time. AEW's roster is so gigantic. Like
Yeah.
there's no time for anybody to get a hot streak. There's no time for fans to really get invested in somebody week after week because, you're swapping them out all the time because you're trying to make room for the next person.
Yeah,
And
you're trying to get people time time on TV because you're paying them. But at a certain point, like I don't care about everybody. Like you got
yeah.
the
And that's
premier
the thing.
athletes.
Right.
Who cares?
Yeah,
I don't care about them. And I don't care about the learning tree.
Yeah, I don't care. Like I don't. I don't. I just do not care about that either.
Like you're I'm seeing all these people and I'm like, no. All I wanted to really see was the House of Black, but
Mm-hmm.
then they put him against LSG and MSG.
Yeah, who
Who
cares?
cares? Why is the House of Black going against these nobodies?
Get them some wins, but again, nobody. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really just don't know, and it's week after week, it's more and more apparent, and I don't know. I don't think like the ratings are going to continue to dip that bad, but if they do,
It's over.
we have a serious problem. And looking at a couple of articles and listening to a couple of things, some people were saying, I believe some people around AEW were saying that the reason that the rating was so low was because they didn't have their traditional lead in to Dynamite, which is the Big Bang Theory. It was Black Panther because of Juneteenth. So they're saying that it wasn't, people
So they
didn't
going
stay.
to wait. Pause. Hold on.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
You saying a black movie is the reason, but if we had this white show, your ratings would have been better? Tony Khan, please. That's not it. That's not
It,
it.
it's
Because first off,
it's not it, but
the problem with both shows, all your shows, is that there's no consistency.
none.
There's no uniformity in
No.
story,
I have
act,
nothing
or
to, I have
anything.
nothing to care about.
Nothing.
I have
I,
nothing to care about. I'm just watching it because I'm going to
yeah,
get good matches, but nothing, like I've never been like, damn, I can't wait to see the next episode of Dynamite. I can't wait to see this because I don't know what the hell's going to be on the next episode.
no.
You can give me, oh, such and such is going to be in action with this, but it's going to be something else completely random that, like, I don't know from week to week what's going to happen.
No.
No clue. I have not the slightest clue. And they need, they need to figure that out. They really need to figure that out. They had rumors, the Shane McMahon rumor mill was going around of Shane McMahon or somebody reaching out from Shane McMahon about showing up on AEW or appearing in AEW or something. I'm like, at this point, that might not be a bad idea because
No,
people will
not
watch
at
that.
all.
If you're really in the ratings hole, maybe you do call Shane McMahon. Some people will watch.
Yeah.
People will try to figure out what the hell that's about. You want to see a rating spike? I mean,
That'll
not
get
saying,
it to you.
yeah. I mean, don't I'm sure that there's nothing to these rumors, but I'm just throwing something out there. But you need something. You need a hot story. You need something on a consistent basis that will keep people coming back.
You
Like
need
people,
better cameras.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, because my daughter I was watching AED with my daughter. She doesn't usually watch AEW,
Mm-hmm.
but she was like, "Why the picture quality so bad?" I'm like, "What do you?" I never really noticed, but I'm like, "Yeah, it's they got bad picture quality." I thought it was me. No.
Nah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, but yeah, there's something not good going on there, and the fact that they drew that rating is not good at all. Like I said, and like you've said, consistency. Like there's nothing that is keeping nothing
Let me
keeping us
look.
to.
How low does a show ratings have to be to get canceled?
Like, because they're trying to still, they're still trying to retain television at this point, and your ratings keep going down and down. Nobody wants to sign up for that. Who wants to keep a show like that?
Well, they're not even enough to keep on there. Like, if this is consistent, you're looking at no contract renewals or early cancellations.
They could ill afford that. I'll tell you that.
Like,
They can ill afford that.
yeah, 500,000 is not good.
No, not at all. Especially for a live weekly show like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, mm-mm.
Yeah, 500,000 is not good. They're gonna end up losing. Yeah, dude, we might end up. They might need to start shopping around for something else.
Yeah, it's not good. Not favorable at all. Yeah, I'm just again just I
Cause he,
don't remember the last time I cared.
hmm, I can neck health, Roger Strong,
Okay.
the devil
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. And again, people say what you will about the devil storyline and all that, but that was a week to week reoccurring consistent storyline that did keep people, whether or not you were head over heels interested in it or whether or not, but that was something you knew when you turned on AEW week after week, you were going to
Mm-hmm.
see something. You were going to see something with that. And we get nothing. We don't have any of that here right now. Like there's nothing here week by week that you're going to get. Like they're going to get to you're going to get some interaction between whoever's wrestling at the pay-per-views. Maybe you don't. Who knows? There's a lot of people that wrestle on these AEW pay-per-views that have no interaction until they wrestle on the pay-per-views, other than maybe like saying two words to each other. But there's nothing week after week. And I thought when we talked about it too, I thought when they did the whole angle where they beat up Tony Khan and they laid him out and the Elite took over, I thought we were going to get more of that. Like if they had stretched that beating out, or not stretched the beating out, but stretched Tony Khan being gone, or not being able to work,
Yeah,
and not being able to work on site or whatever like that long enough, maybe we got something there. Maybe week after week it's the Elite, it's the Elite, it's the Elite, it's the Elite. Hell, a couple weeks ago they even brought Christopher Daniels in to be like the counter. Where the hell is Christopher Daniels now? He's not doing anything. But you just brought him in just for like that time. It's like, oh, I'm doing whatever Tony Khan says, I'm enforcing it, this and that. We don't get any of that. Like Christopher Daniels hasn't shown up to do anything else in any other matches or be the voice of whatever. Nothing. So like we're throwing stuff out there, but there's no consistency. So why should I care?
exactly. Yeah, none.
Why should I
And you
care?
shouldn't care.
There's nothing for me to care about. I want to like AEW. I want to continue to watch AEW. I'm going to continue to watch AEW, but I don't care. There's nothing for me to care about. There's absolutely nothing for me to give a damn about.
I'm gonna end up having to fall back on, like, I'm at the point right now where I'm fast forwarding through stuff. Like I am. Like certain matches is just like, oh, this shit is, I'm not watching the 20-minute boring ass match.
It's pointless
I'm not.
because it's not going to. It doesn't lead anywhere. You're not going to see these people for for whenever. What does it matter?
It's hard to maintain enjoyment when nothing's happening.
Yeah, nothing's happening. And yeah, it's meanwhile, and that's the problem. That's the biggest problem there. And meanwhile, on the flip side, flipping the coin on the other side of the wrestling spectrum, at least what we talk about here on the Bury the Booking podcast is WWE. And right now, just think of all the consistent storylines. Just think of all the things that you're going to see week after week. You're going to see stuff with Drew and CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see stuff, with Chad Gable and and Zayn, and we got the Money in the Bank stuff, so everything revolving that. SmackDown side, you're going to get the Bloodline stuff, like like it's stuff that that they keep hot, that they keep in your face, and that you're going to see these players every week, so you come back to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah, even if they're
You're
not
going to see,
wrestling,
even if
there's something.
right, exactly, and there's something more than just a face to face. There's a backstage or inner altercation or something. There's something else there that they give you to keep you coming back, and it's crazy. Like right now, the biggest thing, right? That's everybody right now is going to be waiting for Monday Night Raw as we record on our Sunday. Raw will be tomorrow. Everybody wants to see what happens next from arguably the hottest angle of the week, which was the debut of the Wyatt Six.
There's 5 of them.
We're getting there.
All right.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see what's happening with this. Like, and they built it up with the QR codes. They did, and they've done this before, but all of the Easter eggs and
But
following
WWE
it.
sometimes, I feel like some things they drag out
Yeah, some
a
things they
little
do.
too long.
That's fair. That is fair. That's fair.
I know it's a hard balance to give excitement, anticipation, and build that mystery up. It's a really fine line,
Right.
because you don't want people to be like, all right, I'm sick of this. What's
Right.
going to happen?
Yeah.
But you also want people to be like, oh, all right, let's follow through. Let's keep it moving. Let's see what's happening.
And then when it's once people who followed the code and did everything
Mm.
else like that, once it came to the date, once everybody deciphered that, and it turned on the date of what was supposed to happen being the date of last Monday, everybody knew, all right, this is the night, like something's going to happen tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And it continued, even if it wasn't it was on TV, but still, that was the thing. Like, that's everyone knew that when you turned on Raw, you're going to see something. Something's going to happen, and something did happen. And now that's out there. That's the front thing. Not only that, shit, they gave you the return of Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
On the show. Like, you got Seth, you got the whole Drew quitting, but we all knew what that was.
Yeah.
Of course, but their Raw was a stacked show, all things considered, with that. And we're not just coming back for the Wyatt angle, even though that's the big thing. But again, Seth Rollins is back. We got Money in the Bank. We got it's
you got the situation with Chad and Otis building.
Yeah, like there's a lot going on. And these are things that you see unfold and transpire week after week after week after week. And we're familiar with the story. We're familiar with the characters. There's no drop off. On AEW side, we don't have anything to hang our hat on.
But people, like, I've heard other people's podcasts, and when they talk about AEW, I'm so confused. I'm like, where did you get this information? How did you put this together? Like, I watch these shows every single week. And I'm a professional TV watcher. I absorb And I don't know what half these people are talking about. But once, like we said, I don't watch AEW for the story.
You can at this point.
You could give me you can, if AEW started writing stories and having things put together, I'm gonna be confused. Like, yo, what are we doing? Where's the wrestling? I'm gonna be legit confused. Like, I'm at the point where I don't want to see. I want to see story because it keeps you engaged, it keeps you entertained and
Right.
stuff like that. But I'm not getting nobody stapled in the face and blood licking on WWE. I'm not getting it.
That's a fair that's a very interesting and different viewpoint and different perspective of it. Like you're one of you see AEW for a certain thing,
Yes.
and it's clearly not what they're doing now, but I mean that also works. But there was for a while when AEW came out, there was that healthy balance of both. You got all of it, you got everything, and I think we also had our blinders on with that because it was new, it was fresh. We had great wrestling, we had stories, we had long-term storytelling in AEW. Also, we had the same, and the roster didn't have a chance to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow as much as it did now. So
Yeah.
we've seen the same people week after week after week, and we've seen these storylines unfold. They had time for long-term storytelling, but now it's and WWE wasn't good at all telling stories or just product wise around that time. So it was the perfect storm for AEW to get hot and get heat and and become what they have been. But now that WWE has shifted back and WWE is hot, WWE is good, WWE is coherent, WWE is uh, talking about other companies, branching out with other companies, doing business with other companies.
Yeah.
We got NXT and A going on right now. Like we had just had Joe Hendry on freaking NXT.
Yeah.
So WWE is doing all these things now that we were, revering AEW for at the time. But AEW, I guess the more they expanded roster wise, the less of this that we got. So
They feel AEW feel as though more is better.
and we're and that's
And I get that. You want to scoop up all this talent. You want to have all these people under your just so for what? So nobody else can get them. Tony Khan. It seems like he's a kid. Just buying toys just to have them.
right. Yeah.
You're
And
collecting wrestlers.
yeah, and doing nothing with them. Like we're like all these people like is you can watch AEW every week and then you'll just randomly think of somebody like, yo, damn, where the hell is such and such? I haven't seen them in months. They're fine. They're not injured. There's nothing
Where's
wrong with them.
Wardlow?
I don't know.
I ain't seen Wardlow in a hot minute. I like Wardlow. Well,
Yeah.
when he not talking.
I enjoy Jay Lethal a lot.
Jay Lethal, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the Lucha Bros at?
They sitting in the house. That's it. Collecting checks. That's all they're doing is collecting checks.
Like
The money is gonna run dry. Like they said, Tony Khan's dad gave him a check to start a wrestling company. And that's what he did.
He started a wrestling company.
But he's failing at it right now.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all.
And it would suck to lose AEW. It would suck to have all that talent just gone.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not for nothing. Like, I don't feel like we're there yet. Like, I don't feel like we're. I mean, we're not trending upward. Certainly,
Oh no,
we're definitely not trending upward. But I don't.
I've seen enough TV shows to know when there's board meetings happening right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Yeah,
it doesn't look good.
Contract would not get renewed on TBS.
Yeah, if you lose TV, then we got a different discussion. Then we got then we got other things at play. But
he better sign a Netflix deal.
Well, Raw's gonna be on
or
Netflix.
Paramount Plus or Peacock. He better get on one of these streaming apps.
Well, they were supposed to be doing the Warner Brothers Discovery thing to bring AEW to streaming, but I don't know.
Oh, they not liking that money. These people trying to make money. If your product ain't making as much money as it needs to,
And and
they not dealing with you.
And I think it was also I might be wrong about it, but I heard something about Tony Khan seeing a certain price for AEW's library that he wasn't getting, or he wasn't seeing, or something like that, something or other. But
Their library.
yeah, so like for the history of going on streaming, yeah. So like he sees his library of AEW at a certain value, and
he better take what he can to keep them lights on.
At this point,
it's all right though. AEW gonna fall. WWE gonna slide in. And we gonna have WWE Collision and WWE Dynamite.
It's gonna be WCW all over again.
Yep, we'll slide right on in.
Yeah, Rampage is gonna be like it's gonna be NXT Rampage.
Yep, the sub Rampage.
Yeah, and Rampage is gonna be NXT's NXT.
Yep, yeah. And then they got it.
Yeah, but
more money, more talent. A lot of those people got to get fired though. Yeah, there's a lot of people in AEW don't need jobs.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Mercedes Moné, one of them, she got to go. She trash.
Whoa,
trash.
Whoa.
I ain't seen her do nothing yet.
Well, I mean, granted,
Serena Deb gotta go.
They haven't done anything really, but again, they're just hoarding.
Exactly, they ain't doing nothing, so you gotta go. I'm about cutting fat. Jericho out immediately.
Yeah. I'm done seeing Jericho as an in-ring talent. Like I get Chris Jericho, and I get Jericho's part of the business. I never I'll never discredit or discount that, but I just don't care about any.
He gotta go.
I just don't care about any in-ring Jericho anything.
Adam anymore. Copeland out.
I knew you were gonna get there.
Who else gotta go? What's the boy name? Oh shoot, I'm drawing a blank on. I can see him, but I can't remember his name. He know who he is. He out.
You know who you are.
Mariah May out.
Damn,
gone. I would sit there. I'd be
walking. On the women's division,
you fired.
Tony Khan is.
Huh?
I said you're just rough as one of the women's divisions as Tony Khan is.
I'm firing everybody. What, they got like 200 and some people on there? I'll knock it down to 60. Easy.
They need to knock it down to like 30 at this point, because like you need. I need to see people like, and I'm not 100% sure like you're gonna know what to do with the 60.
Where's my chick? The creepy chick.
Oh, Abaddon?
No, not her. She fired too.
Julia Hart?
Yeah. Where'd she go?
Mm-hmm.
Abaddon, not Abaddon. Yeah, she going too. She out.
Just getting rid of all of them.
Yeah, she out.
But yeah, it's just I know we'll see, man.
Hire the House of Black. Put them against Uncle Howdy crew. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I'm not mad at that.
That would be that would be so, the production value. You build that up for PLE and have a huge falls count anywhere. Chairs, tables, ladders, everything. Something. No DQ.
Yeah. There's definitely going to be a dark room with fog in it. I get it. And that's fine. We're okay with that.
And you just have these two groups of individuals do what they do best.
Julia Hart versus Nikki Cross.
Yes.
Like,
Come on. Let me see. I applied to WWE to be a writer. I didn't get a call back. I guess I'm not qualified.
No, they might not have just seen it yet. That's all.
Yeah,
They get
I
into it.
applied.
They get into it. But yeah, so I mean, we got the Wyatt stuff going on. We got Monday night we had the Drew McIntyre angle. Again, we further along the Gable stuff, like consistent things. And then of course we had CM Punk's return to Chicago on Friday Night SmackDown, because no one cares about the fact that he's supposed to be exclusive to Raw. Draft doesn't. Again, nobody cares about any of that stuff.
No, he was there.
Yeah, no,
he was picking up the car seat out of Becky's locker room. He like, you know what? I'm here. Let me just make an appearance.
You
I
talking
gotta
about
get
Seth?
back home to the kids.
Oh, you talking about Seth from Monday?
Seth.
Yeah. So, I mean, but he's got Money in the Bank talks. They're doing,
he's not winning Money in the Bank.
Nah. Just anybody but Logan Paul.
He's not winning it either.
No, but I just don't.
I think it's actually going to be Jey Uso. They keep pushing him up, and then he keep falling short. This might be
Uso. Yeah, Uso in the bank. Uso in the bank.
Yeah,
they always come up with something clever.
I have to buy one of those for my daughter.
Oh, Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah,
you gotta get the white one. That's the female one.
The female one's the white one.
Yeah. Oh. Don't get the green one or the.
That was almost $200.
Yeah.
Damn, that's ridiculous. She's like, I need the Money in the Bank. I'm like, yo, you just got a belt.
I mean, listen, all those purchases are justifiable in my eyes. She gets no argument from me. But yeah, I mean the whole bloodline stuff. We saw the debut of Jacob Fatu, who is a problem anywhere.
See, I knew he was coming.
Yeah, I mean, it was they had that, we knew he was coming for a while, and then they were I guess the rumor was, they were trying to establish Solo so Jacob didn't take over the spotlight from Solo, and that's why we kept him off for a little bit before we brought him in. But I mean, damn, Jacob took the spotlight off of Solo anyway. It's Jacob Fatu. Like, he's, like I'm focused on what he's got going on right now. Like, for me, I could see him being the guy that's scaring Paul Heyman, that's doing this and doing that, but yeah, like, being we kind of compiled, just topic wise and the way we're talking, we just kind of compiled everything up, because at the time we're comparing AEW and WWE for this week and what was going on in terms of ratings and storylines and consistency. What big takeaways that did you have from this past week in WWE, from even from Raw, from SmackDown, any of that stuff?
Let me see. Let me go to the news. 1,500 word paper. I'm gonna go back up. I did write a bunch of stuff down. I really didn't care about Seth coming back.
Okay.
I don't like how he look.
You don't like the short beard?
No. Stuff? I understand he coming back from surgery and getting healthy, but come right or don't come at all. That outfit, I wasn't feeling.
It wasn't gaudy enough?
No.
It wasn't. It was tame.
Was not feeling it.
It was tame. It was too tame.
Too tame. That wasn't what I needed.
Okay.
I was not hyped for that. Wasn't hyped for that at all. I saw him hit the music drop. I'm like, oh, and I'm sitting there like, who the fuck is this dude?
Yeah, who's that guy?
I was confused.
Yeah, that's not Seth Rollins.
I ain't feel that. I'm mad Otis turning.
I mean, look
on Chad Gable. Come on,
this is bound to happen.
Come on, all that work he put into training that man, and he decided he just want to turn. Cause Maxine want to act all crazy. She wouldn't be all loose at the lips. Come on. Real talk though, I thought Chad was gonna smack her. I thought he
Yeah, I was like, we're not. For a second, yeah, there's no way. I'm like, we're not. This is not that time anymore. We're not doing that anymore. Like,
Oh,
I was like, there's
I thought
no
he was gonna give a
way.
one.
Yeah, I was like,
And
there's
I'm just
no
like,
way we're doing
please.
this.
I'm like, I've been supporting Chad for a while.
Yeah, don't make me. Yeah,
Don't do it.
yeah, yeah. I was like, there's no way. I'm like, this is not Attitude Era. Like, we're not RKO and Stacy Keibler. We're not
Yeah.
doing. We're not punt kicking. We're not doing any of
Ooh.
this. I'm like, there's no way we're not doing this.
What else popping off on there? I didn't really care about the Carlito and Dragon Lee situation.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's there.
happened.
Yeah, it's there. It's okay.
You got Liv Morgan on social media with her belt. You got to give it that too.
Dude.
That threw me off. You know that
Yeah.
lady who did that video, the original? She got fired from her job. She was a teacher.
Well, you don't say.
She got fired.
I mean,
You got to give it.
I,
And
I
then
mean,
Liv did it.
why wouldn't she at this point?
Comments blew up.
Yeah, they
Yo,
did.
lot of pervs.
There were a lot of people that were waiting for that moment
Mm-hmm.
to so they could,
Yeah.
so they could make a deposit in the bank, so to speak. You people know what I'm. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
And you know who you are. Trifling.
What else was going on? Sheamus and Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't need Braun Breaker going after Sheamus. I need Breaker just going after people.
but they're gonna use Sheamus is gonna be that guy. Like, oh, he beat Sheamus, and he's gonna be that name of
No.
trying to it's where they're going.
I knew that situation with Drew was going to happen with CM Punk.
Oh yeah,
I knew it. I knew Drew was going to take him out.
yeah.
That was so predictable. When I saw it, I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, we were definitely all roads
done.
were definitely leading to that.
What else popped off? Then you got the. That was it for Raw. What nothing going on? What happened on SmackDown that got me? SmackDown had
And we had a little bit of we had a moment between Paul Heyman and CM Punk, which was awesome.
Yeah.
It was always good, the call back to, CM Punk's title reign and Paul Heyman being his guy, and being, but yeah, and then, of course, he's like telling Punk to leave and all this, and then, the take me with you thing. So it's like, he's clearly drawing a line here. He let it known he doesn't want to be with the bloodline, but he's
and that whole Roman Reigns not coming back situation.
Right.
We'll see what happens. Can I talk about how Chelsea Green won a match?
Chelsea Green won a match. Chelsea Green qualified
for the Money
in the Bank.
She was doing okay.
Yeah, she's not,
But I don't like doing okay Chelsea. I like backstabbing sneaky Chelsea.
Well, I mean,
so that's how she got the W.
Yeah.
But she came out wrestling.
She did. You don't like that?
No. What are you doing?
Like that?
You should have rolled out the ring and waited.
Yeah, don't give me any ability. I just need all slime. Slime ball for all the time for Chelsea Green.
All that.
Fair enough.
Then Carmelo Hayes winning. I really can't stand that arrogant asshole.
I like Carmelo Hayes. Like I get it. I see it. It's cool. It's cool.
When that interaction with Bobby Lashley.
Oh yeah. Oh,
really set me off.
it bothered you.
It still bothers me right now. I did not like that. He was a nobody. Nobody. I don't really care about. I'm hoping LA Knight beats Logan Paul.
I'm hoping.
But
yeah,
when LA Knight was in his pool and stuff like that, it was comical.
Yeah.
But I don't really care about either of them.
Fair enough.
What else popped off? Andrade. I knew Andrade was going to win.
Oh, yeah.
The qualifying match. I knew he's gonna win because it's Owens. No, he's got other things to
Yeah,
deal with.
he's tied up. Yeah, he's busy.
Yeah, and Grease and Waller, they're about to lose it. Both of them are about to lose the tag team. That whole thing's about to collapse.
Yeah, I wanted more from this. Like, I wanted more from the team of Grayson Waller
You
and
got
Austin Theory.
enough. They got the belts. They touched them. Now it's done.
Again, now just give him the DIY.
Yeah, please. The Cody Rhodes and Solo Joe was cool.
Yeah.
You know, with Fatu coming out and stuff like that. Kevin Owens once again always getting his ass beat.
That's his thing.
But I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that's his thing. That's his gimmick.
And that was pretty much it for WWE for me. It was entertaining. It had its moments, had its lulls, like everything.
Yeah, true.
But I had to watch Raw twice. I watched Raw
twice.
My daughter wanted to watch Raw.
Okay.
So I watched it on my own. And she watched it on her own. But I come in my little office to set up my wrestling, to do my wrestling, John. I said, "You watching Raw?" I didn't plan on it. Let's watch Raw. All right.
And you
so
watch
Raw again.
And you're watching Raw again.
Again. And before we recorded this, they were out there watching the Clash at the Castle again.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, listen.
She watches shows multiple times.
That's good. That's,
that Peacock Premium Plus. We got it.
Does the trick.
We got it. I don't understand why you bill me twice. Why they all can't be bundled into one bill. But
whatever.
Peacock, we using it.
Yeah. Yeah, you get, you're getting use out of it.
But that's wrestling for this week for me.
Yeah, I mean, and really, it's kind of wrestling this week for us. We covered all our bases. We hit them. We're again, we have things to look forward to this week. Real follow up, in WWE. We're gonna see what goes on, what happens. What new things transpire with the Wyatt 6 stable, and just everything with the qualifiers continuing for King of the Ring and SmackDown with Bloodline still, and you see how I'm rifling off things that we have to see the next chapter of in WWE.
Yeah,
and in AEW, they got Forbidden Door coming up, and
my daughter just asked to watch it. Are we watching Forbidden Door? Yeah, we'll watch it.
Yeah, I mean, they got that coming up, and some other stuff we have no idea. When we turn on Dynamite, we don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
No,
and this probably has nothing to do with the week prior. So, whatever. That's gonna do it for us on the Buried Up Booking podcast. Want to thank you for listening, for watching, however you decide to consume us. Thank you for doing so. Please like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share it amongst your peers. Just spread it like pollen. No, we're not allergy conducive, but just spread. just spread. Again, we will see you next time. Laters.